I know. A lot of you probably thought that we would never be here again. You thought that Wish Wednesdays were gone forever and they were never coming back. So, it is a Wish Wednesday. But before we get into our Wish Wednesday, let me explain what has happened to Wish Wednesdays. They are not gone. I'm going to keep doing them for as long as I can, but I'm waiting on Wish to ship my stuff. It's basically the only thing that's holding this whole Wish Wednesday thing up is shipping. Whenever I order something, I order it from Wish, and then they give it to a guy on a canoe, and then that guy on the canoe has to row his way all the way from China, all the way to my house. So it takes forever for anything to get here. I have probably 20 items that I ordered 2 months ago or more that I still haven't got. The only thing I've got is this, which is why we're doing this Wish Wednesday. So whenever that stuff comes in, we will continue Wish Wednesday, but I'm sure with the coronavirus and everything that's going around, I'm sure that has something to do with the delayed shipping. But we've been making do and giving you other types of videos on Wednesdays to keep you guys entertained. So I will continue to do the best I can, and as I get my Wish products, we will do more Wish Wednesdays. So today's Wish Wednesday product is a camera. It is supposed to be a DSLR camera. So obviously, let's open it up. We've got this like, ooh, I don't want to damage it. Oh, you know what, I could do the tape, but let's not do that. Let's just keep cutting through it. Alright, there's our camera. Wow. Look at this thing. This is like, I mean, I knew the package felt light, but this is probably the lightest camera I've ever felt. Like, this thing is probably, I don't know how much it weighs. We'll weigh it here in a second. Oh, there's some instructions. I ordered this so long ago, I don't remember what I paid for it. I want to say somewhere around the $15 to $20 range, something like that. And I don't remember what quality it was. As far as what resolution it was, I don't remember. Oh, it says right here, the video format goes up to 1920 by 1080. So that will be what we do our test video in. Cool. So it's 1920 by 1080. And as a side note, I have a very strong feeling that this is going to be a perfect example of the difference between resolution and quality. Because a lot of people would see a camera that is a 1080p camera and think that it's a good camera. So this camera is 1080p. The camera you're watching me on now is 1080p. Or at least I'm filming in 1080p. So you'll get to see the differences between different qualities of 1080p. Now let's weigh this thing. I'm going to say, before I get the scale out, I'm going to weigh it in grams. I'm going to say this weighs 200 grams. Okay. So, let's weigh it, see what it comes out to. I wasn't far off. 178 grams. So that is extremely light for a camera. Let me get another camera to compare it to. Alright, so let's compare it to an 80D, a Canon 80D full-size camera. Ooh, 1,200 grams. So, huge difference. So this is almost like, I mean, just like not even a paperweight. If a strong breeze comes by, this thing could just fly away. So, point is, it's extremely light. And just as a reference, whenever we're doing these tests, the camera that you are watching me on is a Canon EOS R. So that way you have a kind of a gauge of quality. Okay, it takes 4 AA batteries. So let me go back to 1994 real fast. All right, got 4 batteries. I really have a feeling that this thing is just gonna be just absolutely horrendous. I don't think this is even gonna compare to like a flip phone camera, honestly. I like how on this lens, they made it like, look like a DSLR, but like, the lens doesn't come off, there's no zoom. It's all digital zoom. It says L 9.8 millimeter, aperture 5.0. I'm not like a camera genius, but a 5.0 aperture seems pretty small. I think the camera you're watching me on has an aperture of like 1.7 to like maybe 5, something like that. Power. Oh, let's peel this thing off. Oh, Oh, wow. Wow. That is really bad. Oh, there's a card slot. I just so happen to have an SD card. This is, this is horrible. All right, let me get this set up on a tripod and synced with this camera so that way you guys can see the difference. All right, so both cameras are in the same spot. They both have the same lighting. Everything is the same. So if what I'm seeing on the back side of this camera is that what you guys see, it's horrible. I just look like just a big blob. So whenever you're looking back and forth between the two cameras, you can definitely see a completely different amount of detail. Like this just looks like a big blob on the Wish camera, then the regular camera, of course, looks fine. So a completely different amount of detail. Like this just looks like a big blob on the Wish camera, then the regular camera, of course, looks fine. So what I've done is I've printed out an eye chart. So I want to see how far down the chart you can see on this camera versus this camera. So write down in the comments what the lowest lines you can read on the eye chart are with the Wish camera. So I'm gonna hold this right here. I'm assuming that you can probably at least see the E on the Wish camera, but maybe down to line 3, maybe. If you're lucky, you might be able to see that. I would say probably on the regular camera, I don't see why you couldn't see down to line like 4 or 5, maybe even 6. Write in the comments how low you can see. I'm gonna get it real close, see if that makes a difference. And the same thing for the Wish camera, if it even has a focus. All right, so I'm curious to see how that turns out. Let me know your thoughts on the Wish camera. And I know the Wish camera is like cockeyed because the hole on the bottom where you screw the mount for the tripod is just like, it's just like a slot. Like it's not threaded on anything. So the camera just has to kind of sit there, and where it can't screw in, it just has to kind of sit sideways. Obviously the quality is not very good with the Wish camera that's like $20. So I do have plans for this camera, but before we execute on those plans, I'm gonna give my thoughts for what they're worth. Honestly, if I had to rate this camera out of 10, I would probably give it like a 2. A 2 just purely because it records video and audio, and that's it. And it records it in 1080p. That's it. A 1 would have to be a camera that records video but doesn't record audio or something crazy like that. But I was messing with this thing, and where it, it's the way it's made, it's made to look like it has a lens, and I thought that it was just made to look like it has a flash, but it actually does have a flash, and you can see that, except for it's not a flash, and that little light is the flash. So if you're taking a video, that's all you get, is that little tiny bit of light that's gonna do like basically nothing. So I don't even know why they wasted their time putting that on there. Oh, it just shut down. Even better. So anyway, this camera is obviously completely garbage. So now let's put it where it belongs. So obviously you guys know that I'm not gonna just give you some like short little camera review and show you how crappy a camera is and then just be done. We gotta do something exciting. Let's put the camera into this microwave and give it the death that it deserves. Let's get this thing open. Oh look, there's still lighters in here. I guess I haven't used this thing since I put those lighters in there. That's interesting. All right, so here's our camera in all of its glory. Let's put it the screen facing us. That stuff out of there. There we go. All right, let's go for, we want it to be well done. So let's go for 3 minutes. 3, 2, 1. don't really see what's happening. I see a lot of smoke, but that's it. I don't see fire. I see a ton of smoke, actually. Oh, wow. Lots of smoke. Oh, wow. All kinds of smoke. Let's open this to see what's going on. Oh, jeez. Wow. Oh, look at that. It's melting. Or it's melted. I wonder how hot it is. Oh, that part's actually not that hot. Oh, jeez. Look at that. You could actually... Ooh, ow. Ow, that piece was hot. That metal piece. You can actually just pull it apart. Wow. So that's what the inside of the camera looks like out of the microwave. All right, I got some gloves, so let's kind of see what we can tear into this and see what we can see. You can see there, you can see like the circuit board and stuff. You can see that screen is all deformed and melted. Let's pull that out. Oh, I'm sure that probably has next to nothing on it because it's so cheap. You can see the buttons here. Don't click anymore. Oh, look at the lens. The lens doesn't look too bad. You can see the inside. At least I think you can. Let me just kind of get this open. There's the screen. You can see the inside into the lens back here. At least I hope you can. It's pretty much hollow. Let me just kind of break this apart. Yeah, if you look in here, that's some type of board that was like melted. Yeah, if you look in here, there's nothing. It's just all hollow, all the way to the lens. So that's why it's so light. Oh, look at our little flash. Oh, it's melted. Oh, there's a little flash. Alright guys, well if you can't see, it's still pretty smoky in here, so I'm going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the return, if you will, of Wish Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.